lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Cloudy skies. Dan Petrie Field, 42 degrees. As we get set for the #1 team in the state of Michigan, Brother Rice on the road to take on Orchard Lake St. Mary's in a repeat of what we saw back on Wednesday in an absolute classic. We welcome Joey Yashinsky into the booth. Joey, good to see you again. Look, these two are rivals, and St. Mary's has had their way with Brother Rice the previous 4 seasons. The Eaglets on their 3-peat run. They take on Brother Rice, who had a walk-off win on Wednesday. They carry a little momentum into today for this doubleheader. Good to see you again.
Great to see you, Chad. I mean, obviously a little bit of a cold day, but with these two teams, you know, such a high quality level of baseball out here. It's what will bring the fans out, and you know that these players aren't going to be worried about the conditions because this is such a big rivalry. It has so much history, and while St. Mary's the last 4 years has kind of owned this head-to-head, it wasn't that long ago where Brother Rice was on the other side, kind of the dominant force in this rivalry. So they got that win earlier in the week on a walk-off. They'll obviously want to carry that momentum into today.
Yeah, St. Mary's with a 17-2 streak over the 4 seasons. Rice turned the tide the previous seasons when they went 14-3 before that. We talked to head coach Nick Tonio in his first year. It's not Nick's first rodeo, though. He's been here and done that. In fact, getting to the final game in the state title twice. But he wants to get these Eaglets further and beyond and seal the deal. It starts here today against Brother Rice, and we talk to Nick next, right after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. We're here with head coach Nick Tonio. On a brisk, cold Saturday, but it's a competitive CHSL battle again. It's Brother Rice who got you in a tight one on a walk-off home run. Talk about that game when you look back and reflect on it in totality.
Yeah, you know, a game like that is 1 or 2 plays make the difference, and obviously both pitchers went out and competed, and we were right there at the end, and they got the hit, and we're moving on and ready to play today.
You've got your right-hander, Parker Brustevich, going today, and a guy that a two-way guy going to Notre Dame can do it all for you. A guy you really trust as a senior leader, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Parker will get out there. He'll compete. He'll throw strikes. He's able to mix, you know, a few different pitches, and he's going to give us everything he has, and that's all we ask, and we got to back him up behind him.
You go against the lefty Cole Duhame, who's been very effective this year. What do you see in the approach? Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. A little bit of technology issues here. We blew a fuse. It's cold, so we need heaters, and sometimes that blows fuses. Here we are. Thank you for joining here on the prep. He's Joey Yashinsky. My name's Chad Bush. Brother Rice in the top of the first. They got a leadoff single by Cash Vandermeed. He advanced to second on a wild pitch. And then Parker Brustevich, the right-hander, headed to Notre Dame, struck out the 2-hitter Turansky and then the 3-hitter Turner. And that leaves things up to Chase Vandermeed, the future teammate of the guy he faces right here in Parker Brustevich. Joey, what can we expect to see from Parker Brustevich today?
Yeah, Brustevich just looks sharp early on. I mean, sometimes you think in these cold conditions, we worry about grip on the baseball and all that. But so far, 2 looking strikeouts against the 2 and 3 hitters for Brother Rice. So off to a good start. Obviously, Vandermeed started off with an excellent single to right, but since then calmed down 2 straight looking strikeouts.
Runner at second is his brother. And that's a slide piece that just missed outside the zone. Chase Vandermeed, he had 8 RBIs last weekend against Catholic Central. And this is a big-time right-handed stick, a two-way player. And he's trying to drive in his younger brother, Cash, who's at second base with 2 outs.
We'll see. It looks like early Brustevich is trying to hit that outside corner, which the home plate umpire, Bernard Muhammad, has been giving him. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to reach those pitches if he can still locate it.
Strike 3 called. Parker Brustevich strikes out the side. The 2, the 3, and the 4 hitters are down for Rice as we go to the home half of the first. Glad you're with us on Long Ball Live. Those scores, we head to the home half.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. He's Joe Yashinsky. My name's Chad Bush. Let's meet the starters for Brother Rice in the field. It's Cole Duhame on the mound. The left-hander uncommitted, but a lot of offers. And amongst them, LSU, Duke, Florida are hunting him. No offers there yet, but this is a high major left-handed arm and a guy that has a firm fastball. And he'll face the guy who's pitching for St. Mary's, who fanned the side in the first, Parker Brustevich.
Yeah, I mean, we know with that 1-1 count, Chad, you really have to come out and be aggressive at the plate. You're not afforded the luxury of sort of working the count like you would in a typical game. And we saw that in the first inning. You get down a strike, you foul one off, suddenly you take one looking, strike out the side. So backwards K's all the way through.
The 2-2's in the dirt. That'll run it full. 3-2 the count. Of course, it's Catholic League baseball. That means it's 2-3 ball. 2 strikes, you're out. 3 balls, you walk. Of course, yesterday down at Woodhaven, we were calling 4-3 baseball. We try to keep you on your toes, Joey.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it challenging for you, Chad. You got to, make sure you're clocking every pitch and knowing where you are. But, interesting. You get to see different brand of baseball in different parts of the state. And it creates a little different strategy, like we said. Kind of promotes aggressiveness at the plate, less watching, and I think that's probably a part of what they're going for with that rule. Is that what you think?
I do. I think it's to speed up the games.
Yeah,
number
faster.
one.
Yep.
The effect of it is you get an aggressive hitter coming out of the Catholic League. And yeah, I think it's just one of those things where they want to speed it up.
Right.
But I don't know.
I think in general, promoting that type of approach at the plate where you're up there trying to swing the bat, trying to put the ball in play.
There's a ground ball to second base. Orozco with it, second for one, and he is out at, no, he's not. No, he is out. He's out. He's saying on the exchange, the ball came out. So Parker Brustevich is out at second base. And then on the exchange, as we'll see on the replay, that's where the ball came out. So it doesn't matter. He's out.
Yeah, pretty clear. A little bit of a confusing motion at first by the umpire when he initial move was safe. And
that's
then,
right.
Of course, the Brother Rice team yelling at the shortstop, tag the runner, but correct call.
There's a pop-up playable left side. The shortstop Crane is over. He'll make the catch. Two are out quickly for St. Mary's after the leadoff man, Parker Brustevich, reached on a walk. So Creighton is out. And so is Hudson Brustevich, who's had a great start. And that'll leave things up to the Michigan State commit, Aiden Donovan.
Yeah, big-time hitter. Interesting pitching matchup with the youth and the sophomore and Duhame here for the Brother Rice and the more experienced senior Brustevich on the other side, but both looking sharp early. Leadoff man on, and both recovered nicely. 1, 2, 3 after that for Brustevich, and looking to do the same here, Duhame.
Inside strike called. Bernard Muhammad is the home plate umpire. Joe Parka is the field umpire. Ryan Summer is in the on-deck circle. I apologize, I called him Sommer. I know better. My bad, Ryan. Aiden Donovan, there goes the runner, and that is low. They won't even try to get Luke Creighton. He is speedy, and now he's in scoring position with a full count to Aiden Donovan.
Good RBI opportunity here with 2 outs. Always a key to a close game, 2-out hitting, clutch hitting. Can you make the most of those opportunities? Big spot here for Donovan, the DH.
No score, bottom of the first. Inside and low, he walks him. Creighton will stay put at second base. Aiden Donovan was responsible for the lone RBI against Brother Rice back on Wednesday with a sacrifice fly to right. Here comes Ryan Summer, the left-handed hitting first baseman in Game 1. He'll catch in Game 2.
Big spot here, 2 men on, 2 out. Nice stop there from Turner on that last pitch. Very difficult to handle. Kept it in front of him, used his body.
Good size lead. That's in the dirt. Fine stop by Ott. And no one advances. Creighton stays put at second, the future Indiana Hoosier. And Aiden Donovan stays put at first base, the future Spartan.
Yeah, D1 talent all over this field.
Oh, it's littered with it. Cole Duhame, it's a fastball that he relies on quite a bit. It's 86, 87 when it's hot. That was hot, and it's a strike called on the inside corner. He also offers a changeup that's 12-6, and he throws that about 70 miles an hour typically, and then he's got a changeup too. It's a very athletic, competitive sophomore left-handed pitcher who's a high major prospect. Pitch in the dirt again. They've made OT Owen Turner work, and they've made Cole Duhame throw some pitches. He's thrown 16 already. Full count.
Yeah, overthrowing a bit on some of these pitches late in the count. Just needs to calm down, rely on his mechanics, throw a good pitch here, try and get out of it.
Donovan at first, Creighton at second. They will be off with a pitch. Swing and a miss. Duhame got him on strikes, inning over. The Eaglets strand a couple. We go to the top of the second. We're scoreless between the #1 team in Metro Detroit and the #4 team in the Motor D.
West Oakland Wings baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
That a boy.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. My name is Chad Bush. His name is Joey Yashinsky. Glad to be with you on Long Ball Live. Happy Saturday, everybody. There you see the lineup for Brother Rice. Cash Vandermeed, who reached in the first with a hit, followed by Taransky, Turner, Vandermeed, who struck out in their first appearances. Broder Katke is the batter now. He'll be followed by Tristan Crane, Ty Fox, Cole Vandermeed, and Max Orozco. Parker Brustevich, who kind of had his way, started to shove a little bit at the end of the first inning.
Yeah, didn't appreciate that leadoff single by any stretch and went backwards, and they were done. So I think Brother Rice is going to have to swing the bat a little bit, and a pretty liberal outside corner that we've seen thus far, and I'm sure it's going to be like that throughout the day. It's cold. I don't think the home plate umpire wants to see anybody up there looking for a walk.
Right on. There's a shot to right field. That's a base hit for Broder Katke. An eye-level fastball that he didn't miss. Hit it on the screws. Will Boisenau fields it cleanly in right field, and Brother Rice has their second hit of the game.
Boy, Katke is a very impressive prospect, Chad. Talking before the game, #1 rated freshman in the state of Michigan, rated nationally in the top 20, so really a future star. And he's looking to play in the ACC at Duke.
He is committed to Duke. There's a bunt. It's a sacrifice, and out at first base is Crane, but a very efficient, effective sacrifice that he nearly reached on as Katke advances to second base. Here's another look, Joey.
Yeah, a little PFP. Good job by the pitcher making the play, Brustevich, and not an easy play for Summer over there at first. He had to keep his foot. Wasn't afraid to kind of go across the baseline to get the ball. Sometimes you'll see a guy too committed to staying in his initial position, won't get that ball, but he went and got it, kept his back foot where it needed to be.
Here's Ty Fox, the Ohio State commit. They just keep coming on for Brother Rice.
It's like, it's the Big Ten, Notre Dame, and ACC.
It's all high major. And I mean, that's something. Like, people think about that. And if you really think about it, you got a baseball lineup in Michigan now that's full of college, forget what level, just college commits up and down.
A little bit of a
They've got reserves that are Division I players that aren't playing today. I mean, that's
feels like you're watching some kind of interstate all-star game, but these are just two teams.
That was a ball in the dirt. It hit the bat of the batter, Fox, after it hopped, and the home plate umpire, Mr. Muhammad, says, everybody relax. It's a dead ball. They will send Katke back to second, who's in scoring position looking for the game's first run.
And I think you see what both coaches are thinking about how this game is going to transpire, the fact that they're bunting, trying to get that base with nobody out. I think they both envision this as a well-pitched, low-scoring game.
Ty Fox, a trusted left-handed stick, 350 on the year. Katke with average speed at second. Outside corner just missed. Anthony Elizai is doing the catching today, known for his great receiving skills. That's a walk to Ty Fox, and it does give you a force opportunity if you're St. Mary's, and it does give you a righty on a righty. After all, that may not have been a bad decision, if that was the decision.
Nice at bat by Fox, though. Took a very tough pitch on 2-2, kind of saw it all the way, just a hair outside, and he knew it. And then the 3-2 pitch gets away a little bit from Brustevich, so a little bit of traffic here for the Warriors.
There's a great stop by Elizai. Anthony kept it in front of him nicely. This is Vandermeed.
Got a third of the lineup, Vandermeeds.
That's right. Talked to their father, Mark, the assistant coach for Michigan State, and I said he was going to come out color today, and he might still. We'll give you a break. I know you got to sign some autographs. And he said, well, yeah, I just don't want to call the game when my boys are up. I said, well, they're up every third of the inning.
It's going to be difficult.
It's going to be hard to do, Mark.
You can imagine the level of competition in their backyard growing up.
Can you imagine? Well, I used to watch him. As Mark was the head coach at Eastern Michigan, the boys were playing in the field and running triple plays and fun to watch. There's a pop-up on the infield, should be handled easily. Going back, it's an infield fly, and it doesn't matter. And so out number 2, the runner holds at second, and Brustevich getting Brother Rice uncomfortable a bit.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Orozco. Brother Rice on the road. They'd like to get that first run on the board. 2 men on. Brustevich trying to work his way out of it.
That's Carter Klein at second base. He's playing defensively. There's a line shot to right field. That's a base hit. And that's an RBI for Max Orozco. In to score come 2 Warriors, and they take a 2-0 lead. That's an RBI single, and that's Max Orozco doing it again. He did it last week with a 3-run shot. And how about this swing by Max, the Oakland commit?
Great swing there by Orozco, and a little bit of trouble there in outfield. Like you said, Chad, that's really just a garden variety RBI single, but a little bit of trouble getting it back in. And credit to Ty Fox for really hustling all the way from first, never stopped, never broke stride, scored all the way.
So how about it? Throw to second, and he is out. So the inning ends on the Anthony Elizai cannon to second, but not before Orozco draws first blood in Orchard Lake. It's 2-0. Brother Rice back after this to Dan Petrie Field.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
So it was the Eaglets drawing first blood on Wednesday with a 1-0 lead early. It's Brother Rice who bites first here. As you get a look at the Orchard Lake St. Mary's batting lineup, Parker Brustevich, who had a walk to lead things off. Luke Crichton, who had a ground out in his first at-bat. Hudson Brustevich, who popped out in his first at-bat. Aiden Donovan, who had a walk. Ryan Summer, who struck out. And we will see Will Boisenau, Andrew Treibel, and Anthony Elizai. And Bradley Hale will bat in the hole in this inning and be the 9-hitter for first-year head coach Nick DePonio, who celebrated his 44th birthday back on Wednesday. And Nick excited to be back here, as that is a hit by pitch. And Cole Duhame gets a free pass. So both Eaglet innings have started with a runner on. Here's the HBP.
Yeah, there are some big league umpires that might take a look at that and say, you're staying right here. Absolutely, no intention to move or get out of the way. There are times when a home plate umpire will tell the batter, that's a ball, but you didn't make any effort there.
To get out of the way.
Permits the base runner to get to first, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Andrew Treibel, a guy who can play all over. Treibel, a guy today who's in left field, but he can play at first base, second base, and a guy they hope that can fill some holes in this offense that was lost to graduation. Ball gets away, runner advances, and the Eaglets have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. We'll see what Nick DePonio does.
Yeah, rare pass ball there from Turner. Generally very sure-handed behind the plate, headed to Yale, and that was pitched just off the outside, but couldn't handle it.
There you see the bench boss in his first year, but it's his 7th year coaching at St. Mary's. He took a bit of a pause. Nick also a businessman, entrepreneur, and he's got a lot going on. That is a walk. So there's a Mike Steele, the pitching coach for Brother Rice, wants to come out. and have a word with his young left-hander. The bench will join him, or the infield rather. And Nick DePonio wants to have a word with Anthony Elizai, and what kind of discussion do you think both managers are having?
Yeah, I think just kind of trying to calm down. Cole Duhame looked sharp the first couple of innings, and a tough break with that first batter, a pitch just off the inside part of the plate, winds up with a hit by pitch that I'm sure he was a little bit irked by. Walks the next hitter. The key here is to get Hale before we turn the lineup over. And like you said, Chad, we'll see what DePonio does. First and second, nobody out. You got your 9-hole hitter. Does he want to move the runners along, get a couple guys in scoring position, at least assure yourself probably of one, stay out of the double play?
Interesting to see. A lot of choices here. But we'll see what Anthony can do. The 6-foot, 185-pound junior, a guy that has high expectations here, taking over the backstop. 2 on, nobody out. 2-0 Rice. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and a strike is called. Cole Duhame pumping it in.
Yeah, if you know the guy's looking to bunt, not a bad pitch there, really jamming it right on the inside part of the plate. Good enough for a strike as well. And with this 1-1 count, he's already got him in trouble.
The first of 2 games today between these 2 clubs. We'll have them both. Infield in at the corner. Squares to bunt, gets it down. It's handled by Taransky. He throws to first to Orozco. Mission accomplished for Anthony Elizai. And a great sacrifice bunt there to do the trick.
Really nice work. I mean, especially when we do talk about that count. A lot of pressure to get that bunt down. Essentially only have 1 chance before all of a sudden you're in a 2-strike spot. And the coach, obviously, DePonio, showing enough confidence in him to say, hey, there's 2 strikes, but I think you can still get it down, and sacrifices beautifully to first.
Really was. Here's Bradley Hale, who's had a productive early start to the season. It's a small sample size for Hale, but he's a senior they like. He's in center field. He pitches out of the pen. He can't right now. He's injured, but this is a clutch spot for a kid with a infield drawn in now for Rice, Joey.
Yep, they want to try and cut the runner down. I think you want to make sure you get an out, so they have a 2-run lead. Not the worst thing if you give up 1 to get an out.
Ball gets away, and the Eaglets' first run will come by way of a wild pitch / pass ball. It's 2-1 as the Eaglets cut the lead in half. In to score is Boysen, and Duhame trying to figure it all out right now with a tying run at third.
Yeah, some mistakes. Sending a pass ball, a wild pitch, not generally what you see from a very efficient Brother Rice team, but giving up 1 here, they're going to try and keep that guy stranded on third here with 1 out.
There's a swing and a foul back. Full count. Infield still drawn in. Brother Rice 17-1, number 1 in the state of Michigan, according to our latest poll. Bradley Hale, the 9-hitter, the senior, the Cowboy. Ground ball, shortstop, right at Crane. He'll check the runner and throw to first. And that ends up being a smart move by Bob Riker to bring the infield in.
Very nice. A smart play there. Crane looks the guy back, gets the out at first. You see that the sacrifice, though, was a nice bit of strategy there by DePonio. Wild pitch brings the run in. That ground ball to short wouldn't have done any damage, so at least they got 1. At least the bunt helped them get 1.
That's right. Tribal is at third, and that does flip the order. And Parker Brustevich a chance to help his cause. Inside corner, that's a strike called. Parker says, that's fine. Just give me that call the other way.
Yep, exactly.
That's cool, but I'm going to take a receipt. Thank you very much. Tying run at third. Swinging a fly ball foul down the left field line. And the count will move to 1-2.
Yeah, a couple of heaters to start this at-bat. We'll see if Duhame kind of stays away from the big breakers and the stuff in the dirt. You don't want to allow a cheap run with the man on third and 2 out. You want to make Brustevich earn his way on and collect an RBI.
There's a tapper at the plate. Brustevich headed to Notre Dame. This is a high academic This is a highly talented individual, and Parker committed to Notre Dame a couple years ago, and now his brother Hudson has followed suit. So the Brusteviches are golden domed out. And that is fought off. And the great public address announcer, Todd Bardis, got his cage rattled over there.
Yeah, no screen in front of him, so he's got to be ready.
Yeah, here's a look. He's got his head on a swivel. You better believe it. Oh, that's inside the bed. Oh, the scoop. Who was that? Was that Anthony? Oh, man. Nice pause by Alezai. Inside corner, strike 3 called. Parker didn't love it, but he's punched out to end the inning and strand the runner at third. The Eaglets do cut the lead in half on the pass ball. We go to the top of the third at Orchard Lake. Game 1 of 2 games today. Back after this on the prep.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
It's a Red Wing matchup with the New York Rangers. Bring it on. Come watch us play at Big Boy Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Number 13, Cash Vanamy.
Here comes Cash Vanamy, the leadoff man who started things with a single. This is the defense for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Alezai doing the catch in, Brustevich on the mound. Parker, Hudson at third, Crichton at short. Summer at first base. Carter Klein is at second. In right field, Will Boisenow. In center, Bradley Hale. And in left field, Andrew Tribal. Swing and a miss out on strikes. And that's the 4th strikeout today for Parker Brustevich, who has now struck out the top 4 hitters in the Brother Rice lineup. What do you like about him so far?
Yeah, not an easy thing to do. Obviously, some very prominent hitters at the top of this Brother Rice order, but you like the aggressiveness from Brustevich, obviously utilizing that 1-1 count to his advantage, going right after him, unafraid to, attack the zone even with 2 strikes, not throwing giveaway pitches in the dirt, just keeps hammering the strike zone.
He'll now have a challenge in the future Chippewa, Ryan Taransky, who skies one deep to left center field, going back, and it's off the wall. Taransky continues to rocket pitches all over the yard. It's an extra base hit for Ryan, and he's in scoring position and trying to tack on to the Brother Rice slim lead.
Excellent swing there from Taransky, going to Central Michigan, the first baseman, already hitting over 420 to start the year, which when you look at that Brother Rice order, basically if you're not hitting 350, you don't get any dinner that night. I mean, this lineup, these guys are all, these batting averages are kind of up in the stratosphere at this point in the season, which is why he'd be #1 team in the state.
That's right. So that'll bring up OT Owen Turner. This is what he does. The clutch gene indeed, and the broadcaster's jinx indeed. And that is going to be caught nonchalantly but effectively by Mr. Klein. Double C snatches it in shallow right center. And that's 2 outs and a big opportunity again for Chase Vandermeed with a runner in scoring position.
I think you see some of that tricky wind coming in off the lake there, messing with that ball. Made it a tough play for Klein. Not exactly a can of corn. Had to keep going back, and stayed with it.
Yeah, we witnessed the wind yesterday downriver in Woodhaven. Windhaven, that's right. There's a pop-up again, and this is playable. Should get him out of the inning. It's summer in foul territory, and he lost it in the wind, in the sun, or something. And it's going to drop down and give another opportunity to the ever-dangerous Notre Dame-bound Chase Vandermeed against his future teammate.
Yeah, if that was possible, sometimes that is an easier play for a guy like Klein at second. You have that angle to work with. As a first baseman, the ball's almost directly over your head in foul territory. Very difficult to get back. So sometimes, maybe Klein was kind of shading over towards second to at least keep the runner honest, but ordinarily maybe an easier angle for the second baseman to chase that one down.
We want to say hello to our good friend and always a part of the prep, but right now he's in Blacksburg with Duke. Director of Operations Brian Sikowski of the Duke Blue Devils, and a guy that you better believe is doing great things down there and bringing Metro Detroit to Duke.
Yeah, a lot of action coming from here to Duke. A little bit of a pipeline, improving the Duke program for sure.
Says he's watching from his Blacksburg hotel as they get ready for Virginia Tech. He says, I'm watching the greatest rivalry in high school baseball from this hotel in Blacksburg. Yeah. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Second time today, and it's the 5th K for Brustevich. Hello to Sack. Thanks for watching, brother. We appreciate you. We're coming back in this tight one. Thanks for hanging out on a Saturday.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
There you see the defense for Brother Rice. Owen Turner behind home plate. It's Chase Vandermeed at third base. It's Tristan Crane at shortstop. Max Orozco at second base. Ryan Taransky at first. Ty Fox in right field. Cash Vandermeed in center. Cole Vandermeed in left. Yes, they're related. Yes, they're twins.
All with the letter C, a little bit reminiscent of Roger Clemens and his kids. I think he's got Cody. And
it was well thought out by Mark and Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
It was well thought out, and it was by no mistake that those are sweet names. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. That is strike 3, and out is Mr. Luke Crichton to start the inning. So that is the second strikeout, the third strikeout of the game for Cole Duhame, who is being recruited heavily by Duke. Speaking of Brian Sikowski, he's got his eyes on this game, and this is one of the reasons. And this is another one of the reasons, this lefty-lefty matchup. How do guys do lefty-lefty? Why is that always so important, and why is that always something in baseball that guys want to really dig into analytics-wise?
Yeah, especially, I think with the lefty-lefty, the lefty sometimes have a tendency, we'll talk about it after this.
There's a ground ball to third. Vandermeed Chase with a fine play and throw across the diamond to Raitai. And that is out number 1.
Nice defensive support here for Duhame. When you can rely on your defense to make the plays that they should. We see here on the replay. Not an easy play here for Chase Vandermeed, but took his time, gets the run by a step.
Not easy at all. Fine defender. You have to wonder what will happen to him and at Notre Dame, this two-way potential. This is a guy that has two-way potential as well. Aiden Donovan, he laces one up the middle on this natural surface for a fast ball up the gut. Donovan keeps hitting. He can't pitch. So he says, hey, I'll step in and hit. And Joey, he's turned into a piece that they really are relying upon.
Yeah, a little two-out thunder here. It's a mark of a good team St. Mary's, you get 2 out, there's nobody on, but still an opportunity for a rally. And nice piece of hitting there from Donovan, a 6'4" senior.
Not a threat to run. This one is lifted, popped up behind, and that might hit Joe Yashinsky's new Mercedes he bought this morning.
Exactly. You said 2013 Malibu? Is that what you said?
Oh, stop it. Are you driving the Malibu today?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I live in your neighborhood.
Right,
I know
exactly.
I know.
Yep.
I know your assets. There goes the runner, and that is a stolen base for Aiden Donovan. No, it's not. It's strike 3 for Summer, and another K for Cole. It's Cole with a C, but today the K's starting to pop. It's his 4th today. We're headed.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
There he is, the first-year bench boss, Nick DePonio. Second stint as head coach. He was here from 2005 to 2010 and did some damage as a coach. How about 07 and 09 took him all the way to the promised land in the finals. Nick wants to come back and finish the deal. And he did that when he took over for Matt Petrie in the offseason. Cupboard not bare at all. But when you look at the competition in the CHSL, there's a lot of teams to compete with high-level players as we're seeing. Strikeout there for Bristevich, continues to stack them up. Just to finish the thought, though, on Nick DePonio and what he's done already here, a guy that the players love and a guy that, look, the players says, look, it's a regiment. We like it. We know what's going on. It's a very structured program. And he really likes the fact that the guys have responded early. And he likes the fact that, look, if we get a couple guys to contribute at the bottom of that lineup, it's going to be a dangerous club. But it might take some time where some of these other teams they've had in the past, you didn't have to rely on that.
Right. And as much as it's his first year back, he's obviously a familiar face, has been through it. He's very well known in these parts and been to 2 state championships. Fly ball to center here.
Fly ball center field, fairly deep, but playable, and that is caught for an out. And that is Tristan Crane who flies out to center, and that's Bradley Hale who handles it for out number 2.
Yeah, as much fun as it is to be the bridesmaid at a wedding, you get to have fun, you get to stand up there, as DePonio has been twice to the state championship. Sometimes you want to be the one actually under the altar.
I like that. Catholic League reference, too.
Yeah, exactly.
On
yeah.
point.
No.
45 pitches for Parker Brustevich. He's given up 4 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He struck out 3 and walked 1. And now the umpire, Mr. Muhammad, wants to have a word with him. DePonio out. I don't know what's happening here, but it's okay.
Maybe got his bell rung on the foul ball, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's it.
Looking for a quick inning here, Brustevich. Off the foot, maybe. Let's see. That nick him? Yep.
It did. It hit Ty Fox in the toe, and that doesn't tickle, especially on a 41-degree Saturday.
Yeah. Sometimes that's one of the worst parts to get hit by a pitch. If it's right on the toe or somewhere where it's just, on the meat of the back, you can tolerate it, somewhere in the leg, but that toe can be kind of it's almost like getting punched in the nose. It's sort of the worst place to get hit.
Really is. So that will bring up Vandermeed. Ty Fox is still walking that thing out. They'll give him as much time as he needs. Future Buckeye. That's Kyle Galley down there, the first base coach. Mike Steele also an assistant.
Yeah, 2-1 game. We see how critical that misplay was, and right at this point, kind of the decider right now, allowing that run to score all the way from first on what was a single to right field. But, you know, credit to Ty Fox on that play. He was just hustling. Probably knows he's only going first to third, but hey, if there's a misplay, I'm scoring.
2-out pitch, and the 2-1 pitch is inside. Tom Hennig, also an assistant for Brother Rice, trusted part of Bob Reicher's staff. And Harrison Wenson, former UD Cub, also new this year. Down and away, so it's a walk for Brustevich. And that'll put 2 runners on with 2 outs. A couple of free passes for Brustevich, a guy that's known to throw within the zone. And now Pat Misch, the pitching coach, is going to come out and have a word with his senior right-hander.
Yeah, and you got the start of the game so far to this point, Orozco at the plate. So obviously they want to make sure they go in with maybe a different approach here. Same situation as last time. 2 out, men on first and second. Last time brings both of them in on a hard shot to right. And they're going to want to maybe approach him a little bit differently. Whatever pitch he did damage on the first time through, maybe give him a different look this time. But it goes to show you the potential and the depth of the Warriors lineup. A guy like Orozco in the 9-hole producing big the first time through.
The conference is over. Pat Misch, the pitching coach, a guy who's logged innings in the big leagues. Also assisted by Dominic Carmosino, Peter Varon, and Theo Piccarelli are the assistants under Nick DePonio. Theo, a 2010 grad of Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Westside Teddy, they call him. Inside corner strike called, well placed to the left-handed hitting Max Orozco, responsible for the 2-1 lead right now for Rice, trying to get another clutch 2-out RBI here. Upstairs, Max with a 3-run homer last weekend and went the opposite way. Got a chance now with Fox on at second. Vandermeed on at first, and it's fouled back. It's his cousin, Vandermeed, at first. He's got 3 cousins on the team. So amongst 4 of the 5, yeah, it's family.
Sort of like a family reunion crossed with a high school baseball game.
Yeah, when the Vandermeeds and the Orozcos get together, it's half the Rice starting lineup and a lot of fun.
After this, we'll do a sack race.
Outside missed it, so that'll run it full. The leadoff man, Cash Vandermeed, is on deck. High leverage spot here for Brustevich as he throws his 56th pitch of the day.
Now a base hit assuredly will score a run with the base runners on the move, full count and 2 out. So big opportunity for Orozco.
Orozco, ground ball left side, handled by Hudson. No play at short, has to go to first, and he's out at first by a half step. How about the throw that was actually Luke Crichton, my bad. The fire and the just half step nail job right here. Luke had to pump it and then fire it.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
All time, these schools have gone at it, and Brother Rice has had the upper edge in a series that started in 1978. 42-32, Brother Rice leads it. And that first game all the way back in 78 was won by Brother Rice in a split series here. And it's been competitive. St. Mary's has had the upper hand the last 4 years. Brother Rice has had the upper hand really pretty much prior to that. And game one this year went to Brother Rice in a 2-1 game that went all the way down to the wire in a walk-off home run. And nothing less is expected when these two teams get together.
Yeah, really an excellent brand of baseball. Every at-bat counts, every run counts, and an interesting play there to end the last inning from Crichton at short. You know, it goes to show you, never a bad idea before the pitch to know exactly the situation, know what you're going to do. Another K there from Duhame.
Cole Duhame with a K. He gets Boisedow. And that is a quick out number one.
You know, in as much as it's first and second, 2 outs, so you think ground ball to short, I'll just take the easy out at second. But an added element, full count, runners are going to be on the move. So a regularly hit ball to short, no longer is that out at second automatic. And really, the ball probably should have gone to first at the outset. Speed on the bases, running on the pitch. But credit to Crichton, as he looked there, realized there's no play, didn't make an absent-minded throw to second. Instead, turned, fired it across the diamond, got him by the slightest of margins. But, you know, a nice play.
Sure was. And it was an important one to save a run. Strike 3 called, and that's 2 quick punch-outs. And how about Duhame and his approach in this inning, coming right at the St. Mary's hitters?
Duhame looking extremely impressive, just pumping it in there with that long left-handed frame. I mean, the guy's 6'3" and just a sophomore. He's almost scary to think, what if he adds 2 or 3 inches? You know, wearing number 35, sort of reminiscent of Cole Hamels, 2008 World Series MVP. I'm wondering if he's wearing that number for a reason. I mean, maybe a little before his time, probably around right when he was born, but left-handed, wearing the same number, kind of a similar motion as well.
Here's Anthony Alezai, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Nick DePonio with the bases clear. Sacrifice bunt his last time up, and it was helpful in advancing the runners, and a run would score on a pass ball on a pitch to Bradley Hale.
Yeah, the importance of this bottom half, Chad, I think you referenced it, and that's going to be the key to St. Mary's season is can they get thunder throughout the lineup?
Really is. This is where the answers need to come. The bottom portion, it's not all on them, but this is the portion of the lineup that in years past it's just been a kind of a locked-in job of depth top to bottom. But this is a developing team and an opportunity for some guys when there really weren't as many opportunities in years past. It was, we're going into the year, these are our guys, and there's really no way around it.
Yeah, a little bit more opportunity for playing time, guys to prove themselves. Still relatively early in the year.
Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Another K for Duhame, who K's the side. We go to the top of the 5th. Rice by 1.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Alumni matchup, anyone? I'm in. Come watch the Red Wings alumni at Big Boy Ice Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder.
swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Red Berenson here. The Red Wing alumni have a big game coming up against the New York Rangers. Come and see us.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Leading off the top of the fifth inning for the Warriors.
Bob Riker, the bench boss, in his 27th season. State championship in 2008. Got his 700th win last week against Catholic Central. And he's a proud grad of 1985 and a former Chippewa. 9 Catholic League titles and 3 finals appearance to his credit. Ground ball that almost hit Brad Ross's toe. Don't let the boss's toes get dinged on a day like today. It's a cold one, Joey Yashinsky. 41 degrees and declining.
Yeah, thankfully not terribly windy. I mean, there's a little bit of a breeze, but yeah, you know, we've been teased a little bit here in Michigan of late with some nice days, but generally 40 degrees is right around the corner.
Yes, sir. Swing and a miss. Brustevich with a strikeout. And the numbers impressive.
17, Ryan Tyransky.
I think that's maybe 7 strikeouts for Brustevich in just the 5th inning here. So really an impressive arsenal. You see him take something off there.
Gets the leadoff man Cash Vandermeed for the 2nd time today. Yeah, it was that changeup it looked like.
And a multi-talented athlete when he's not pitching, able to play a lot of different places on the diamond. Very versatile athlete.
There's a ground ball sharply up the middle. It's a base hit for Ryan Tyransky. The future Chippewa gets the 5th hit of the day for the Brother Rice Warriors. And with a man on, a man out, that'll bring up the power-hitting catcher Owen Turner, who had the game-winning walk-off home run back on Wednesday in Troy for Brother Rice.
A very dangerous heart of the order here featured by Brother Rice with Tyransky and Turner and Vandermeed. Nowhere to hide if you're the opposing pitcher, but Brustevich has done a nice job navigating his way through the lineup. Really just that one RBI hit. He got cost by the misplay in right, added another one.
Just one hit for St. Mary's today. Cole Duhame has tamed the Eaglets. Inside corner just missed. It's a walk for Brustevich on his 64th pitch. So he walks Turner, and that'll bring up Chase Vandermeed.
Number 19, Chase Vandermeed.
Yeah, future Notre Dame player here, Vandermeed, with a big spot, chance to tack on, give Duhame a little bit of breathing room. Never all that comfortable just leading by 1 against a team with the reputation and the talent of St. Mary's. So a big opportunity here for Brother Rice. Go up 3-1, 4-1 potentially with their cleanup hitter at the plate.
Runner at second is Tyransky. Runner at first is Turner. And Brustevich with a little bit of chin music. We'll have scoring updates in a moment. That one is fouled back. We sit at 2-2 with 1 out, 2 men on. Brother Rice trying to get some comfort, trying to do better upon their 1-run lead.
It's not the same tab as where you do the control one, if that makes sense. Are you trying to drag over the thing that has the controller on it?
In the dirt. And
very nice job by Elazai there. Difficult pitch down and away in the dirt, smothers it, keeps his body in front of it. And a key play, obviously, with 1 out, keeping the runner at second from advancing to third. So not something you'll see in a box score, but a nice play by Elazai, an important play.
There's a strike called. The double steal's on. It's a strikeout a 8th one for Brustevich. Runners do advance with 2 outs, but a prime pitch here. How about this location?
Excellent job by Brustevich. We'd like to see a little bit more aggressiveness there from Vandermeer. 2 strikes, cleanup hitter, 2 men on, but maybe expecting something different, maybe looking, breaking, and he came with the heat, and he wasn't ready for it.
So Broder Kaki, the freshman, in a big spot here, the Duke commit. He's got Taransky at 3rd and Turner at 2nd. Brustevich trying to keep this a 1-run game. In the dirt, Alezai blocks it and saves a run. Had the runner cut off at 2nd, the throw cut off wisely. Crichton cut it off. It could have been in the dirt, gone to center field. But a great stop by Alezai that saved a run.
Nice piece of base running there from Owen Turner at 2nd. It looked for a moment like Taransky was going to advance from 3rd, so he's doing the smart thing, getting to 3rd. Realized pitch didn't get that far away. Better retreat to 2nd. Everybody was safe. And a nice job by Alezai as well.
Broder Kaki, who has singled and struck out.
Very impressive defensive chops exhibited by Alezai throughout the inning behind the plate.
Strike called on the outside corner, and there's another example of that catching and the framing done by Alezai.
Yep, he'll steal you a call every now and then, and he's blocking balls all over the place. He's had a big part in this inning.
Full count, 2-out pitch, popped him up. It's in foul territory. Summer trying to chase. He won't get to it. It's out of play. And we'll do this thing again. Why not?
Really kind of the biggest juncture thus far in the game here with 2 on, 2 out, full count in a 1-run game. So really the biggest spot that we've seen here in the top of the 5th, a big spot for Katke. And similarly, big opportunity from Brustevich to get out of it, potentially get through 5, giving up just a pair.
I would wait a little bit and see if it'll connect later.
Strike 3 called, got him on strikes. Brustevich shuts the door, strands a runner, and emotional coming off that field in this heated rivalry. Oh yes, the late innings we go. Here come the Eaglets in the bottom half of the 5th on that Brustevich K.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Alumni matchup, let's do it. Come watch the Red Wing alumni skate at Big Boy Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
St. Mary's 8-3 with their win over Toledo Central Catholic last night right here. 5-3 in league play. The Eaglets, 2-time national champions, back-to-back in 21 and 22. There's a ground ball right side. It's a base hit. And it's a base hit off the bat of Bradley Hale, who continues to hit. The senior punches one through that right side, going the other way.
Yeah, big at bat there for Hale. Bottom of the order. You want to turn it over with nobody out to the top. You're down 1 run, so now you're really in business. You got Brustevich, opportunity to put himself potentially as the winning pitcher of record if he can do something here, keep the rally going. So big at bat by Hale to get the leadoff man on.
A lot of emotion, and Brustevich squares to bunt, pulls it back. It's a called strike. And Parker might have been upset with himself there.
Yeah, he came off the mound with some fire in his eyes,
yeah,
for sure.
His 9th strikeout. Cole Duhame has been excellent as well. He's given up just 2 hits. That was only the second hit he's given up all game to Hale. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. No, it was a bluff. My bad. It was a good bluff. And out on strikes is Brustevich. That's the 7th strikeout of the day, making the 8th strikeout of the day for Cole Duhame.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do better. So both pitchers, I mean, right now combining for 17 strikeouts in just the 5th inning. A little bit of a byproduct of that 1-1 count, Chad. You really you got to be up there ready to hit, or you're going to be sitting down in 10 or 20 seconds. It can go by quick.
This has been one of the Eaglets' best hitters this year. Second on the team in hitting is Luke Crichton, the Indiana commit. And he laces one to left center field, and that is going to get cut off in the gap. Hale will have to stop at second on the fine defensive play by Vandermeed. Cash to keep it to just a single, and the runner not advancing beyond second. Here's another look, Joe.
Really nice job by Vandermeed. Great swing by Crichton. Maybe the best swing of the day for St. Mary's. And you almost saw it off the bat. That ball's in the gap for sure, first to third. And Hale was thinking first to third, but it was cut off, played so nicely, and a nice throw to the cutoff man. Obviously key to keep that guy away from third base with just a 1-run lead.
So pitch number 58 coming for Duhame. That's in the dirt, gets away, but nice job by OT to keep it in front of him. Hudson Brustevich, who's been one of the best hitters on this team,
needs to pick his brother up here.
Batting .400. He hit 2 grand slams a couple weekends ago, and he swings through this one.
I think he was thinking the same thing there with that swing. It looked like he was trying to hit that one to Orchard Lake. The lake itself. I know we're at Orchard Lake. So
yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Wind blowing in a little bit. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Duhame with another one on the outside corner. Painted it just perfectly.
Now batting number 7, Aiden.
Yeah, Muhammad has been consistent behind the plate that if you get the ball in that vicinity, I mean, that pitch is probably out. If we had that, if we're looking strictly by that standard, probably a ball. But, he's been given that. If you get it close, he's been giving you the call. And the hitters have to make that adjustment.
Here's Aiden Donovan batting .333 on the year with an opportunity now with 2 outs. Duhame matching Brustevich with 9 Ks.
You want to try and put the ball in play. At least make the defense do something here. You don't want to go down with the 10th K if you can avoid it.
Hale at second with good speed represents the tying run. 2-2 the count. Runner at first. Crichton represents the go-ahead run. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning in Orchard Lake. Glad you're with us for game 1 of 2 games. These 2 teams played on Wednesday. Brother Rice won by this score, 2-1. There's a ground ball left side. Vandermeed will handle it. He'll have to throw across the diamond, and he does, and gets the runner by a step for out number 3. So Brother Rice gets out of it, Joey, and they've pitched effectively.
Great defensive inning there from the Vandermeeds. A nice cutoff by Cash in the gap, and a swift play by Chase to end it. And the Brother Rice hangs on to the 2-1
lead. In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Alumni matchup, I'm in. You can be too. Big Boy Arena. Let's go.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena. Chad and Joey back with you. Some scoring updates from around the league.
Top of the 6th inning for the Warriors.
And
Number 24.
we've got a final score. It's 10-0. Catholic Central knocks off De La Salle in baseball. And then we've got to update with Seaholm. They lead 4-1 over Stony Creek. Thank you, sir. More updates to come. And you get a look at the Brother Rice Warriors, 7-1 in league play. Now 17-1. DJ LeMahieu, of course you recall, doing good things with the Yankees.
Yeah,
what a
long
fine
career.
Yeah, still playing too.
Yep.
Brustevich back on the bump. And he's facing Tristan Crane to lead things off. Got him on strikes. Number 10 for Parker. Ring it up.
I think both offenses would welcome a pitching change on either side, but neither coach willing to comply. These starting pitchers have really been dialed in from the outset. Very little that they've given up, and we're looking at 10 Ks for Brustevich, 9 for Duhaime. So really excellent performances on the bump from both sides.
The Eaglets have had a nice run of complete games in league play. They had a complete game back on Wednesday with Zach Essig going the distance and pitched very well. They also had a complete game in their finale against Liggett by Paul Tuvalian, who we expect to see in Game 3, or Game 2 today, Game 3 of the series. My crew just looked at me like,
I was
what?
Say, how long,
3 games?
How long are you going to be here today, Chad?
How long are you going to be here today? I'm going to the Ambassadors Ball in Birmingham, so we've got to be out of here before then. There's a fine play, grounder to first. Summer handles it easily, and there's quickly 2 outs in the Brother Rice 6th inning.
Now batting number 2.
Yeah, it goes to show you in a game like this between two highly competitive teams, state finalist competitors, just how small the margin is. Really, what have we seen? We've seen a bit of a misplay in right that led to a run. Last inning, nice play from Vandermeer in center to cut off a ball. Something that small can sometimes be the difference in a game with teams that are this tightly contested, so much talent on both sides. So little tiny things sometimes can be the difference in a low-scoring game.
That's a good point. Cole Vandermeer drives one to right center field, fairly deep, but going back to make the catch is Will Boisenau to end the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning in Orchard Lake at Dan Petrie Field on a cold, windy day. Thanks for hanging out.
West Oakland Wings Baseball.
Focus.
Hard work. Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
That a boy!
1, 2, 3, wings. Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
There you see the standings, the CHSL. And how about some of these teams? Yeah, we expect Brother Rice and St. Mary's and CC, but St. Francis de Sales of Toledo tied for the top spot. And UAD right there behind them. UAD, the only team to knock off Brother Rice. They did it on a Dylan Larkins 3-run shot in the bottom of the 6th. That's the only blemish on the record for the Warriors, 17-1. St. Mary's comes in 8-3. They have 1 loss to Brother Rice and 2 losses to Catholic Central. They lost 2 out of 3 to Catholic Central, did the Eaglets. Meanwhile, Brother Rice swept their rival Catholic Central last week. The first one was a 1-run game, a 1-0 Blake Illich gem. We saw Blake back on Wednesday, but the other ones were run mercy games. Here's Ryan Summer, left-handed hitter. The senior headed to Taylor University. Swing and a miss. He is out on strikes. Side retired. Or excuse me, batter retired.
10th strikeout for Duhame. Just really been locked in from the first pitch. Just an excellent outing for the sophomore. I mean, two more years of excellence ahead. I mean, you mentioned some of the schools, LSU and Duke and Alabama. I imagine here he has an opportunity to make a play for himself.
An easy tapper back to the mound, and out is Will Boisenau.
You'd have to think by the time that Duhame's a senior, he's basically going to be able to look at a map of the country and decide where he wants to play baseball. I imagine that every high-level program is going to be interested.
Indeed,
just polished.
They really are, Joey.
Really belies his experience. I mean, mature beyond his years, just a sophomore, but taking on a team like St. Mary's and absolutely showing no fear going through this lineup and potentially going the distance. 4 outs to go.
It'll leave things up to Tribal, Andrew Tribal. His brother played at Brother Rice. Graduated a year ago.
Pitch likely, again, a hair outside, but the batter's just, as tough as it is to kind of stretch the zone and what you know is a strike and what isn't, you have to kind of adjust to what the home plate umpire's been calling.
That's it. This one's fouled up and away.
And Duhame looking to get out here with his 11th strikeout potentially, and Tribal just wants to put this ball in play, see if he can poke something the other way.
Duhame deals, and it's another pitch wasted away. This is a fine at bat by the sophomore Tribal.
He was able to work a walk in his first at bat, so we'll see if he can try and find his way on, keep the train moving to Alizai on deck.
Ground ball up the middle to his right, Orozco. Off balance, throw to first, and they got him. Fine play by Max, showing off that athleticism. And the Eaglets go 1-2-3 in the 6th. Here come the Rice Warriors to try to add to the slimmest of margins on the road.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Oh, the rankings this past week. The top 15 by the MHSBCA. Northfield, Brother Rice. And there you see St. Mary's 4th in the state according to the poll. Rice number 2. And the rest of them there. What stands out to you?
I mean, we got 2 of the top 4 teams here going to battle in back-to-back games here. So a lot of potential to move up or down those rankings. by the results of what we see here today, and one-run game with 1 inning left to play, and both pitchers looking to go the full 7.
Orozco pops it up, and it's handled by Luke behind second base. Luke Crichton handles it. A quick 1 out on a pop-up by the 9-hitter Orozco, who's responsible for both RBIs in Game 1. 2 runs on 5 hits for Rice, 1 run on 3 hits for St. Mary's. The Eaglets threatened in the 5th and could not score after getting a runner to third base.
G of the game, you're thinking Orozco, nice defense and the RBI, or the starting pitcher, Duhame, with a gem.
Yeah, so for double headers, we do 1 G at the end.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of a collective.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple of good candidates.
Yeah, there are already, and Orozco would be the man if this is how it ended.
Okay.
Might have to fight Duhame for it.
Yeah.
Duhame's already been a G, so is Max. There's a ground ball foul down the third base line. Solid crowd on hand despite the cold temperatures. Fans lining behind home plate and down the lines. Lots of scouts in the house. Brustevich working against Vanamede Cash. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, it really shows you the level of interest locally in this game, that even on a day where, you know, the weather's not pristine, still a very big crowd out here to watch this game.
You bet. There's a high, deep drive to right field, way back and off the top of the fence. Cash takes it off the top tubing, and that will be a double.
I think they're saying it might have went off the brick out there. I think that's what the Brother Rice coaching staff is asking for.
No, it went off the tubing. I believe. I mean, we'll get another look at it, but
I thought with the heat that it came off, I thought it almost looked a little bit more like brick. It really came quite hard off there, but we'll see.
We'll get another look.
I think they have called it a homer, Chad. Couldn't tell there, could you?
Oh, boy. I don't know.
Well, they have awarded them the full 4 bases, so it's a 3-1 game.
Well, it's a home run. Count it. And it's a solo shot, and it's now 3-1. We'll try to get another look, and we'll see if we can slow it down a bit.
Tonio looking for an explanation. You know, Riker and his coaching staff and the whole bench of Brother Rice jumped up as soon as that ball was out there. We'll see what we can tell.
Nonetheless, what a hit.
Great swing.
Great swing by Vanamede.
Now batting number 17.
Does it hit? Either way, tip of the cap, it's a run, but that one was interesting. The only guy that might know is that right fielder for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what Boysonow can say about it later.
That one is rocketed down the right field line, but a big-time home run by Cash Vanamede with 1 out to start this 7th inning. I mean, what a difference. You get a 2-run lead versus the 1-run lead.
No, massive run. You know Duhame is thrilled to get that insurance run. Leadoff man Cash Vanamede with a massive swing there.
His second hit of the day. Sorry, Joey.
No.
Taransky pops it up near foul territory, giving chase, and out of room is Hudson Brustevich. A young fan from Kego Harbor will give that back.
There you go, Ernie.
That's right. You know it, Paul.
Yep.
The 2-2 in the dirt. Taransky will be a gentleman and hand that back to his fellow catcher. Full count, 1 out, bases empty. And that just missed on the outside corner. That's Parker's 99th pitch, and now Nick DePonio might have to go get him.
Yeah, I think even a foul ball in that at-bat, which was rocketed down the right field line, I think it may have taken them 6 innings, but maybe starting to time up Brustevich a little bit.
And we'll see what they do here. And that will be all. Pitch limit's 105, so with 99 pitches, that'll be all for Parker Brustevich. It'll be a fine outing for the senior right-hander. And they'll go to Luke Crichton, and we'll tell you all about Luke. The two-way right-hander who's really caught some eyes on the mound, even though he's known for his offense and his position play. We'll take a timeout from Orchard Lake. When we come back, we'll tell you about the young right-hander right after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company.
So here's Owen Turner with Turansky at first. This is Luke Crichton on the mound, the sophomore right-hander headed to Indiana, and the Eaglets love what they see in Crichton, who's helped them out on the mound on the staff. There's a fly ball to right field. Watch out, this one's deep. Boys now going back, looking up, and that ball is gone. Back-to-back Brother Rice home runs. Owen Turner has done it again. This time a 2-run shot, his 4th of the year, and Brother Rice extends that lead to 5-1.
Some really impressive opposite field power there from Turner. Talked to Nick DePonio before the game, asked him how does the wind typically act here. He said out to right, and we see it there.
Now batting, number 19, Chase.
Nice pop off the bat, but almost looked like a fly ball, maybe playable. It really sailed out of here pretty comfortably.
Sure did. Went the other way with it.
Not the greeting that Crichton was hoping for here in relief.
No, sir. It's a strike thrower in Crichton. Relies on that fastball. Does have a curve. There's another drive to right field. This one deep. This one back and caught on the track by a busy boy named Boisenow for out number 2. And Chase took him all the way as far as he could.
Yeah, for any kids that grow up and think, stick me in right, I don't want to see the ball coming my way. That's not always true. Boisenow have been very busy throughout the inning, and a nice play there near the fence.
So the second out of the inning.
Yeah, well-known Adam Sandler skit from his first comedy album called Right Field, where he's out there begging for the ball not to come to him, and sure enough, every single time it continues to come to him with disastrous results each time.
Oh, man. There's never enough Sandler.
No.
So good. So 2 home runs in this 7th inning for Brother Rice. Has bumped their lead up to 4. Broder Katkey helps out the cause. Crichton with a K. And the Eaglets with their last call. Down 4. Can the Eaglets make a run and get game 2 in this series? We'll find out right after this. You're watching Long Ball Live.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Last call for St. Mary's, down by 4 after the 3-run inning by Brother Rice. We'd love for you to follow us on social media, subscribe. It's free on the YouTube channel you're watching on now. If you'd like to contact us, it's info@theprepsports.com. St. Mary's with some work to do, and it will be 8-9-1 due up. It'll be Anthony Alezai, the catcher, against Cole Duhame. Inside corner, strike called. That's another strikeout. And that is 11 for Cole Duhame, and that's a quick start in the 7th.
And Riker showing all the confidence in his sophomore to go out and finish the deal. Sort of a callback to baseball of yesteryear. You start what you finish. You know, you don't look to the pen. Duhame started the game. Going to save the pen for number 2, Twin Bill.
Inside, this is Bradley Hale. He had a base hit his last time up. He has one of the 3 Eaglet hits today.
Yeah, St. Mary's going to have to fire up those bats for the back end of this doubleheader.
Fouled back. Woodhaven and Northville are going at it. Northville with a slim 2-1 lead down river. That's a double dip. And that one is in the top of the 6th inning. Northville got 2 in the 1st. Woodhaven got 1 in the 4th. So that's a battle as we expected. We were down there yesterday. Inside corner, strike 3 called. A dirty dozen for Duhame, and the Eaglets are down to their final out here in the 7th.
What an outing here for Duhame. I mean, with 2 strikes, just pounding the zone, breaking ball just off the inside part of the plate, and we've said it all day that both teams are going to have to adjust, going to have to be more aggressive. Strike zone a little bit bigger today. Cold weather. No umpire wants to be out here for 3 hours, and you know, we've seen a lot of strikeouts today. 12 for Duhame, an absolutely sterling outing against a very good opponent, a top 5 team in the state.
Duhame wants a new ball. UAD leads Liggett 4-0 in other Catholic League action. Catholic Central winning 13-0 over De La Salle. That is in the 5th, and I think that one's over. Run ruled, as they call it. Allen Park continues to win. They knock off Airport today. They continue to move up in our rankings, too. This one's popped up and should end the ball game. Ty Fox is under it, and Brother Rice has won the first 2 games in this series over St. Mary's. We'll have Game 3 of the series and Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up shortly. We'll take a pause, come back, and give you highlights and a wrap-up from Game 1. 5-1, Brother Rice wins it to go to 18-1 on the year. Back after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with the simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Some highlights from this one. A lot of strikeouts in this game, Joey, and it was Brother Rice who got on the board early with a couple of runs.
Got off to an early start, and that was really all that Duhame needed. Just give him 2, and he wasn't going to let St. Mary's get back to even at any point. Just an absolutely beautiful outing from the sophomore Coach Duhame. 12 strikeouts against just 3 hits, 1 run. Absolutely perfect defense from Brother Rice, playing good outfield, no errors. And Brustevich had a nice outing as well, just couldn't quite match the zeros of Duhame.
Eaglets watched a lot of Duhame doing his thing in the corners. Had the fastball going, the curveball, and Brustevich had it going too, all 3 pitches. But the two-run single by Max Orozco is what wins it. St. Mary's got 1 in the bottom of the 2nd. They answered. They scored on a wild pitch, but Brother Rice got comfortable in the 7th inning, and behind this guy, Duhame, there's a lot to get comfortable about. There's one of the Crichton hits, one of just 3 hits for St. Mary's on the day. Brustevich doing his thing.
There's a lot of talent on top of the mound today. Not much offense through 6, and then in the top of the 7th, Brother Rice getting some timely power, home runs from Cash Vandermeer, Anno, and Turner, and that kind of solidified the game there, gave Duhame much easier time in the 7th, able to close it out.
Strikeout for Crichton, but the damage done there on the mound. Cole Duhame picks up the win, 5-1. Brother Rice wins it. St. Mary's falls now to 8-4. Game 2, it'll be Aiden Pack against Paul Tavalian. This is a matchup, Joey, that is one that we're excited to see.
Yeah, for sure. And St. Mary's, after the last 4 years, are kind of controlling this rivalry. They don't want to lose 3 in a row to Brother Rice to start the year. Very much looking for a win, trying to get the bats back going. So a big game here coming up for St. Mary's, trying to at least salvage a split here.
We'll be back on a separate link for Game 2. Game 1 goes to Brother Rice. We're back to Dan Petrie Field shortly on a separate broadcast link right after this. Thanks for everybody. The production crew led by Alex Westfall. So long, everybody.